Welcome to the main event. Welcome to the main event. I'll be your host, main event pro, and this is the most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button on the way in. And we're about to talk about what happened on Raw last night. You know what I'm saying? It was a good Raw. It was a good show. Actually, NXT was good tonight, but we're going to do that in a separate video. So, with no further ado, I'm going to hit you with the intro so we can dive right into it.
Welcome to
Dom, I think I know what you were trying to do. Welcome to the main event.
Welcome to the main event. I'll be your host, Main Event Pro, the most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube. You can always click the link that pinned in the top of the chat to join in on the conversation. Hit me in my inbox, request to be a special guest. You can join me, just me and you right here in the main event. So, what happened on Raw? And Raw was a good Raw after SummerSlam. Raw after SummerSlam, good. It was good. It was good. Salute the Wiley World that came through. He up in the building, man. Salute the Wiley World. Y'all go over there and hit the subscribe button, man. Just click on his name, hit the subscribe button, or Wiley, you can drop your link down in the chat. So Ludwig Kaiser kicks off the show, introducing Gunther the Ring General to the ring. And surprisingly, I ain't gonna say unsurprisingly, surprisingly, Randy Orton comes out because he want to run it back. But this time he want to run it back for that title Gunther has around his shoulder. Now, I was wondering when it was going to be implemented, and I didn't even think about it. Like, it took some time. Like, Triple H that took it time where we forget about this shit, right? We forgot about the Gunther versus Randy Orton shit. So I ain't even hear nobody say nothing about it. We ain't said nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Gunther wins, and he'll be going Randy Orton to come after the title. So, if nobody had this idea, like, we forgot about this shit, right? But, surprisingly, Randy Orton pulls up and challenges Gunther for the title at Bash at Berlin. But after that, we also get the first match of the night. Sheamus versus Kaiser. Kaiser attacks Sheamus before the bells even ring. And these guys were putting up they're dupes to each other. These guys were bruising each other. I think Sheamus took the chair. Yeah. We knew Gunther was gonna win. Well, we knew Gunther was gonna win SummerSlam or Bash at Berlin, Wiley. But yeah, you said he was gonna win the SummerSlam. We didn't predict that Randy Orton was gonna be his first challenger. But Kaiser, he does the run around the ring, and it does it different from Braun Breaker. Because Braun Breaker, he do the top view. Kaiser do the angles. He run around the corner. They hit him with the angle. He run around the other corner. They hit him with the Resident Evil angle. You know what I mean? Huh? Yeah. They hit Kaiser with the Resident Evil angles. And then he smashed Sheamus up against the steel steps. And Kaiser invented that, right? Braun Breaker just took that with the spirit to another level. So, in the middle of the match, Pete Dunne hit Sheamus. It didn't do no good. Sheamus shook that shit off. Still end up picking up the win over with Kaiser. We getting Damian Priest storming to the ring, calling out Finn Balor. Finn pops up on the Titantron and says, "I'm going to catch you slipping, homeboy. Yeah. I'm going to catch you slipping. You know what I'm saying? Then we get Bronson Reed in the back talking to Adam Pearce, saying, "Man, I'm tired of being in these triple threat matches. You keep putting me in between other people's feuds. I'm tired of it. When are you going to give me my big shot? When are you going to give me my big break? Because I'm big Bronson Reed. You know what I'm saying? When are you going to let me make some big things happen? No, don't worry about it, Adam. I'm going to make some big things happen on my own." And I was wondering what he was talking about. Like, I want to know who he going after tonight. Then we get Live Valkyria versus Shayna Baszler. Sonya and Zoe calls it a disqualification. Then Damage Control comes out for the save. We get the final Testament gets a video package on the New Day. Ivan now we caught in the back talking to the Creed brothers. Then Maxine pulled up, and also Chad Gable pulls up to ask her what she's doing. Pulls Ivan now away from Maxine Dupree. Then we get CM Punk coming out, right? And Seth Rollins interrupted CM Punk, said, You ready to do this? You ready to do this? So he steps in the ring, but Drew McIntyre comes out. Drew McIntyre just talking, these two staring each other to death in the eyes, right? They staring each other to death. Drew McIntyre talks his shit, say, "Oh, y'all ain't gonna pay me no attention." Well, guess what? I still hold the key to the motherfucking treasure. I got the motherfucking bracelet, bitch. Yeah, I got the bracelet, huh? Then CM Punk storms out the ring. The camera did the good take on not putting the view on the crowd. It just put a real close view on Seth Rollins in the ring. And out the blue, out of nowhere, Bronson Reed hit Seth Rollins from the back, knocks him down. You know what I'm saying? Seth Rollins tried to fight back. Bronson Reed hit him with the Death Valley driver. Hit him with the tsunami. You know what I'm saying? Hit him with 2 tsunamis. 3. Walks out the ring. We thought it was over with. Go back to hit him with 4. Get out the way, referee. Get out the way, security. He hits him with 5. And all of a sudden, the crowd gets to yelling one more time. 1 more time. 6 tsunamis to Seth Rollins. Got my boy coughing up blood. He was in the ring coughing up blood. He's spitting. I was choking. I started choking. He damaged my boy. Put Seth Rollins down. Bronson Reed was here to make a statement. He wasn't playing no games. He wasn't playing no games. You know what I'm saying? Man, that was a good segment. I liked it that. But then we get Adam Pearce addressing Seth Rollins in a Brunson situation, but CM Punk talks to Adam, Adam says, "Man, your boy already gone, man. Just chill your ass out. Chill your ass out. Go to the motherfucking lounging room, get you a cup of coffee, drink some, you know what I'm saying? Eat from the snack bar. Chill your ass out, man. I done sent Drew McIntyre to the crib." Then we get Authors of Pain versus New Day. And the Authors of Pain were taking control of this match. carrying across was causing this squad a lot of distractions. But your boy who been MIA, we just talked about this guy. Wiley just talked about this guy. You know what I'm saying? We were like, where is he? Why is he even on the roster? And out comes Odyssey Jones. Odyssey Jones comes out. But the key factor to this that he helped the New Day out. But the key factor to this is Xavier Woods didn't even look happy about it. Yeah. Xavier Woods didn't look too happy about that. So we gonna see what the seeds gonna grow after they've been planted. JD gets a video package on Damion. Then we get A-Town Down Under, who wants some revenge on Awesome Truth. And they pick up a win over Awesome Truth, and the Miz is frustrated because R-Truth cost them the match. You know what I'm saying? So Miz is going back here sooner than later. Brian Breaker got an interview. Then we get Damian Priest versus JD McDonald. Finn Balor attacks Priest from behind. Just they put the whooping on Damian Priest. Priest were capitalizing on the Judgment Day. To Dawn hit him in the back of the leg. Then they capitalized again. Out come Rhea Ripley to settle the score with Leah and Dawn, dirty Dawn. And he dirty. Your boy is dirty. He leaves. He takes off and leaves Leah Morgan. Dirty Dawn left Leah Morgan for the taking. And Rhea Ripley put a small beat down on her right before she headbutts JD. And he gets a giant choke slam by Damian Priest. So Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley on that get back shit. You know what I'm saying? They're on that get back shit. I said I put get back tour. Nah. They're on that get back shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get some get back. But Damage Control got attacked by Sonya and her crew in the back. They took out Dakota Kai. So we end up getting Io Sky versus Sonya Deville. Io Sky picks up the win over her. We get Drake now talking to Sammy. Then Jey Uso pulls up and says, after you win your title back, you're gonna be a two-time champion because we going after the tag titles. So it don't look like Jay gonna be implemented in the Judgment Day story no time soon. If he does, no time soon, I think they're getting Jey Uso and Sami Zayn ready for the Bloodline versus Bloodline Mafia storyline. So we get the main event, Creed Brothers and Chad Gable versus Y6, which was a decent match. You know what I'm saying? It was an average match, just showcasing what the Y6 can do. You know what I'm saying? And they were putting out some good moves, some crazy ass stunts, and it's looking good because these guys are not superficial. They're not supernatural, where they can't be defeated. And hold on, you got it the other way around. What I say wrong? What I say? Note the other way around. You know the chats be coming in a little late, so you have to rewind and let me know what I got wrong. It was a nice little match. I didn't really see it. I was getting interrupted, but it was cool. Average match. Just showcasing that these guys are not supernatural and they can be defeated. They can get their ass whooped. Yeah, that way. But you're new to the channel, you know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button. I dropped the link in the chat. But yeah, if you hit that, new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. New to the channel, I'm telling you right now.
But I am telling you right now.
Hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to push that goddamn like button. It ain't hard. It ain't hard.
Push the button. Come on. Push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push the button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
Push the goddamn like button. It ain't hard. Push the goddamn button. But this is the most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube. And you know, we be turning the thing up, man. We got Wiley in the back room, but we be turning the thing up. Me and Yim and Bianca be turning this bitch up. Turn it up. Watch this how I turn it up. Throw your girl a couple dollars, you been messing up. Turn it up, turn it. We even got Maxine Dupree and Raquel Rodriguez and Nia Jax turning up in this thing, man. I'm up at the club with my clip. We about to turn it up. Turn it up, turn it up. Watch this how I turn it up. Throw your girl a couple dollars, you been messing up. Turn it up. We be turning up over here, man, in the main event. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? But we got Wiley World Media in the house. Wiley World, what to do, man?
What's going on, man?
Oh, man, I can't call it, man. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoying NXT a while ago, but we'll talk about that on tomorrow, hopefully. But what's up? What you got for me for Raw?
Shit. Throw me the timeline again of all the matches.
Let's start from the top, really. You know, it was more storytelling than anything. But you know, we had the Sheamus versus Kaiser match, which got interrupted by Butch, but still Sheamus picked up the win. So
yeah, that was a quick one.
Yeah, that was just more storytelling for the Butch and Sheamus feud.
Yeah, that'll get worked down later down the line.
But what you think about Odyssey Jones joining the New Day?
Well, one, let me start here with saying this. Odyssey Jones, man. These big guys, boy, they be moving like they got some extra joints in their bodies, boy. I'd be like, what the world going on?
Yeah.
That man not pick up not one but two big fellas on his shoulders.
Right.
On each arm. God damn. It was crazy. But it's good to see Odyssey Jones get in there, man, and throw in there and show some miss and show that he can hang with the best of them. Because, boy, I'd be like, man, how the hell you been on the main roster and you haven't done nothing? But as far as getting onto the New Day, for me, I don't like it because, again, I just look at Odyssey Jones as like, this, like, you just got here. Why mess with the New Day? Why even partner up with them? It's like, it's pointless. But then again, it's like, well, at this point, I started realizing WWE is constantly going with these faction groups. And it's like the way how they're moving is always like they're trying to have a 3-person team or so, one way or another. So it's like everywhere you go in WWE now, it's like there's always a faction group being made one way or another. It's like, it's crazy. So in a lot of ways, it's like, well, New Day ain't really producing nothing. And Odyssey Jones just got there, just started. So it's like, I guess WWE's head is like, why not? But honestly, if this is supposed to help Karrion Kross, this is not the fix at all. This is not going to be this is going to propel him into the right direction. This is not. This damn sure not going to do it for Odyssey Jones because I don't think so. Like let's be real about one thing. I don't think so. Odyssey Jones is looking to be, quote unquote, the replacement for Big E. Right. And the way how the New Day be moving with this goofy ass cartoonic, style of coming in there wrestling, that too is also another problem. Now, because I don't think so for him and his aura or just how his look is, that's gonna just fit the bill. But who knows? We'll see what happens further down the line. Now, as far as your boy not being happy about the situation that happened because there's no trust or whatever else, it's like, well, I mean, my only thing to this is, are we teasing a heel turn here? Are we teasing a heel turn? Are we finally going to pull the trigger and end this mental goofballness of just mediocrity? Well, we'll see what happens.
That's the question. Looks like Dakota Kai is out again because they didn't show her in the picture for next week. when Damage Control goes up against Shayna Baszler, then for the #1 contender of the tag titles. So I'm wondering if Dakota Kai is injured again or what's up with that. They didn't say they didn't no other words on it.
Yeah, at this point in time, WWE word of advice: stop injuring your dang wrestlers, you piece of shit. Literally, like, dog, how much times that girl been injured with the same leg problem, same knee issue? Like, bro, tighten the freak up and stop targeting the dang leg of somebody's freaking issues. Like, like, I get it. You want to make this group sound more appealing. You want to make this group get like a dark aurora set around them. I get it, but constantly targeting one person every single time in the same area. Y'all must be paying her big, motherfucking, taking that shot every single time. Every single time. I'm punching someone in the face. You ain't making me take that every time.
Damn.
They don't make no damn sense.
How long you think it's gonna take Ivan now to turn on Maxine Dupree?
Wait, who? Oh, you said Ivan. I don't know. It really all depends. It really all depends. I think like I said, because right now with the whole, well, quote unquote, now the American Made faction, as they were called it, because that's what freaking Chad Gable called it. It really all depends on how much Chad Gable interact with her, and then how much he gets in between them, and then of course how that convincing comes into play. Because right now with the American Made now going against the White Six, whatever, however you want to swing it, it's really back and forth. Because you would think, like I said, this, like for me, like I looked at it and this is how I called it. It's Chad Gable getting his new teammates, which then goes against his old teammates,
right,
in a battle, right? It's like Otis leads, the Alpha Academy or whatever he calls it, versus Chad Gable's American Made. Apparently, that's not how it's going so far, because right now Chad Gable and the American Made and the Diamond Mine teammates, they're going against the White Six. So, I mean, it all depends. It's all depending on timing. Because right now it's not like they're selling Ivory to be anyone special that much yet either, because she hasn't really been doing nothing in the women's division that much herself. So,
right. That's crazy. All right. Now let's get to the big moment of Monday Night Raw. The big moment, the motherfucking big moment. Big Bronson Reed takes out Seth Rollins. What you think about that session?
Now I know a lot of people have a lot to say about the segment, and I mean all good things. And look, all in all, I say this is a W for Bronson Reed, right? As far as taking out Seth, but the problem is I also look at it as an L, because one, okay, great, Bronson Reed took out Seth Rollins, one of the big time players. Congratulations, but where is that going to get you when Braun Breaker just got the IC title, so he ain't losing in no time soon? Right. You're not facing, I mean, you could probably face Gunther, since technically Gunther's not going to face no one, quote unquote, significant yet, which you can help Gunther be that image of just world heavyweight champion dominance on his road to claiming, as he constantly keeps pinnacleizing himself up and up the ladder.
Right.
I mean, that could be an option, which would be great for you. That would be a great option.
That's the only thing I can see right there, though.
Right. Well, because that's the only other way they can pivot him if he constantly keeps going on this destruction. But the reason why I didn't like it, especially being done this set, though, is one, well, what does this? Well, this is sort of a setback. Does this really hold Seth? That Seth gets an internal damage to the point that now he's technically injured with some rib issues, and now he just gotta wait until later on to wrestle? Does he fights back knowing he has wraps around his body because of Bronson Reed's? There's a lot of big components that you gotta think about there and everything else. And for me, it's like it's pick and choose. But we all know how this is. So for me, right there, I say it's a W for Brunson Reeds. I just hope that it goes into the right direction, though. Something more positive for him in the meantime.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, down the line. But I think they're using that for bait to try to just put him in the main event. So they can feed him to Gunther. and it kind of like takes Seth Rollins out the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre story for a second.
Pretty much.
And the Miz going back heel.
Oh yeah, that was common sense. That whole moment of that being botched and everything else, boy, I'm like, thank you. By damn time, because y'all can't sell Miz a face for shit. I'm sorry, y'all horrible. For a guy that beats there every day, for a guy that is TV quote unquote must see, and yet y'all can't sell him as a face for nothing. Okay, great. Y'all showed not once but twice, maybe 3 times in this whole lifetime. This guy can't sell a face turn for nothing.
It ain't him.
It's not about being him. It's about their writing. They can't write the Miz as a face for nothing. Like literally.
Man, you don't think the Miz write some of his own shit?
To the point that it becomes this? No. Because let's be honest, if he wrote some of his own stuff, that him versus Gunther should have been way more better than that.
Well, I agree with you.
I'm just being honest, because that, I'm sorry, that wasn't okay, don't get me wrong. When he did the Gunther thing, I'm thinking to myself, okay, this might help him for the first time ever have a decent run at being a face. But I'm like, at the same time, it wasn't enough. Because, where do you go from here? R-Truth is too much of a goofball. You can't really prove your face turn, not even with the New Day. I mean, let's be honest. They haven't even fought back for the tag team titles.
That shit over with.
So, look what that tells you. You can't even have a moment. So, over. The way I look at that, I'm like, yeah, you already know. Y'all fudged up big time. So there's another setback within the Miz can't be sold as a face. Part 3, 4, whatever number we are at that they try to sell him as a face, but can never do it.
Right. Yeah, that's a crash burn every time. But how long? Did Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley get back shit? I don't think they're gonna have the match in Berlin. I think they're trying to say this shit out with the bad blood.
Oh, I know. I actually, how much you want to bet they could have something in Bash in Berlin, bro? I can see this now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, a misgender match.
Well, yeah, of course, a mixed gender match, but it won't be with Damian Priest as her tag team partner, though. That's not what I'm aiming for. See, what I'm aiming for is your boy, Jey Uso.
Going after the tag titles with Sami Zayn.
True. But that's not, but so far, funny enough you say that, because that's actually the one I was actually talking to you about, that you got it mixed up, because you saying that they're going to be going back to the Bloodline story. They not, more likely so. That's where they're going to be at with the Judgment Day. They're going to be with that tag team title stuff. Because right now, because you got to think about it, right now everyone's saying the Judgment Day story, the Judgment Day debacle is the number one story right now in WWE. The Bloodline story, it's up there, but it's not as big as it was before. Maybe it'll be as big once Roman, makes his move on SmackDown this upcoming week, and then we'll see what happens.
Right.
But the reason why I say that I don't see Sammy, let alone possibly not even Jay, because right now there's a whole bunch of other news that are out there. Because I don't know how to properly say their name, but I know there's a guy named Lance. I know, I don't know how to say their small names properly, but I know ya, or I know I say their names properly.
The Samoan Giant.
If that's Lance, then you know what I'm. Then I guess you know what I'm talking about. But
the tall one. I think that's what you're talking about. I know they've been saying the Samoan Giant from
if you're talking about Hakolia, no, I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about someone else.
Oh damn, it's another one. Shit.
Yeah, no, there's a Simone. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I tell you. I said the name. That's why I said Lance, not Hakolia. But there's a guy named Lance. So this is probably this is a guy that's close around Roman's side, because right after Roman Reigns made his spectacular return to SummerSlam, Lance made a he made a post, he made a post, and it was edited by one of the wrestling viewerships newsletters, and with that, people were speculating, what if Lance gets that call from WWE and he gets signed and he joins Roman Reigns. If that's true, with the multiple other things in the mix, that's very interesting, because again, we don't know where the whole bloodline story is going. We don't know how the bloodline story is being made. A lot of people are saying, oh, because you see Jacob Fatu and Jimmy talking. We all know there's talking behind this, and then there's actually intermixed of this. That doesn't sorry about that. It doesn't really means that how this is going to turn out for the bloodline story altogether. But one thing I'm taking in from it is there's a lot of different faces that can really integrate themselves in this immensely, depending on certain situations that go down. Now, like I said, do I believe that Jacob will betray Solo in the long run? Well, that all depends on when he gets back from injury, because I did see him with a boot, so that means he is injured. He did get that hard injured from around that leg or ankle of his. So that's gonna be a looking question right there. When does he get back? B, what is the situation around the time he comes back? And that will determine how everything moves on forward, because a lot of things got to be, integrated in the mix. Because right now, let's be honest, if Roman comes back, we already know it's Solo, is the Tonga brothers, then it's Roman. Roman ain't going to be coming back to SmackDown by itself, so more likely Jimmy's coming. So just to make it slightly balanced. So just to make that slightly balanced overall, and then there eventually will be something else. So it's all about, what's going to be in this nice little bracketola mix. Because, of course, I don't believe that no one from SmackDown is going to help Roman or Jimmy after all that they've done until they've proven themselves of their wrongdoings and all that other stuff and everything else.
Right.
So most people, at least that's how I look at it, most people would just leave them to do the story by themselves, let them figure out their own problem, let them clean up their own messes, and then from there, everyone else is everybody else. So, it all depends on the timing of how it's done and how it's all set up. But as far as everything else goes, do I see Jake making a return back to the group as far as Survivor Series, as far as Roman Reigns, he's gonna make that call, and quote unquote, he's gonna make that call, he's gonna get someone over here to help him? Yeah, I can see that, but
momentarily,
because let's be honest, we already seen that some of our Raw superstars are flexing. Some of our SmackDown superstars are flexing on Raw, and they'll probably flex some Raw superstars on SmackDown. So we already seen that there is a moment where some of our SmackDown superstars can go to Raw, some of our Raw SmackDowns can go to SmackDown. So that's already another signal in itself. And let's be honest, most of the times too, when they post these things, right? Most of the SmackDown shows or the Raw shows after it's done, some of the SmackDown superstars be there at those events as well. So you never know. So you know, a lot of those things are in the midst right now. So a lot of things can be played out. It all depends on how it's taken. So, for instance, let's say hypothetically, original bloodline, and they'll probably say the new bloodline. They, for some reason, there's something set up at Bash in Berlin, right? But Jade surprisingly is there backstage, and that creates tension. And it's like, for some reason, Jade, no matter how much he wants to stay away from it, he just can't keep seeing it keep going on. So eventually he makes that step. So, you know, they're going to signal something eventually.
Right. Jeff of that momentary run in Survivor Series.
Right.
And then they'll go back to regular plans. That's if motherfuckers ain't all injured up and shit. Nigga got his eye took out. The other one took his leg out. Like, shit, they killing their goddamn self.
Yeah, but the way I look at it right now, but Kevin Owens is the one that took out the eye like that. But the way I look at it right now, even though Tongaloo may have got the patch, I mean, he still put on the wrestling gear and everything and still went out there to go fight. So I don't think that's going to hinder him too much. So especially if you can still, know how to maneuver and everything else, and then whoever's wrestling them, they keep very good mind to not attack the eye area.
The way he was botching, don't look like he can see. See his direction. Shit, that nigga can't even get to the corner.
Hey, well, all I'm saying is it's all within timing. But
they got to make
that's how I look. Yeah, but that's how I see it for right now. But that's how I see it is. I mean, it all depends on where it's going to be, because right now, I mean, I don't see no one else really going for the tag titles. But I mean, because right now, first things first. I mean, right now, what they're saying that Sam's going to get a rematch. I think they said it's going to be 2 out of 3 falls match with versus Braun Breaker for the title again. But a lot of people are saying that he's going to break him off real easy and real quick. So if that happens, then we don't really need to worry about all that other stuff as far as where they're going to set up at. But how they move forward in the tag team titles picture is very much a very unknown and untold storyline, because a lot of this is all dependable, right? It's all very dependable because let's be honest, Creed brothers right now, they're facing the Wyatt Six. Awesome Truth is about to be a dead case. AOP is under Karrion Kross, which is doing nothing. Alpha Academy is doing squat diddly, but circling around the Creed brothers, or in this case, American Made. Then you have Then you have the Judgment Day, exactly. And then, that's pretty much it. I mean, you do have LWO, but let's be honest, they're not doing nothing. Their tag team group is not doing nothing because one of their tag team guys is injured. And one of them, they probably both of them injured, because I don't see the other one. But then again, why would you play the other one if you don't got the other guy with them? So
they showed up on NXT last week, but they just made a cameo.
Exactly, they just made a cameo. New Day is stuck with Karrion Kross's group, so that's a no-go. Like I said, this is a dry rub situation. So really, them going for the title is an easy break because no one else is able to go for it. I mean, they're not going to sell Awesome Truth to go for the titles because they're the biggest. They're the only ones that deserve it, because last time I checked, they were champions, but they don't get no rematch. Because why? Because you're going to destroy that team anyways.
Right. Over with.
So, I mean, making Jey Uso and Sami Zayn's tag team is pretty much obvious at this point. It's pretty much obvious. The thing is, how obvious does it go? That's dependable. Right. Damn. Yeah, that's fucked up. But you know how it is, right? It's like some people don't need the title and some people do. In this case, it's like you can pretty much say, Zammy, thank you for being IC champion, but right now we didn't need you for being IC champion. We need you to be the filler to hold it, but to also give it away. And Jay, this is our chance to make up to you for not giving you the IC title by giving you again the tag team titles, and that's pretty much it. Which, you know, you destroy that altogether.
Yeah, I think they do win it from Judgment Day, and Judgment do win it back due to Bloodline.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think they'll win it through a different. Yeah, I think they'll win it through a different team makeup. So that's what it's going to be. Hopefully, it's with Carlito as one of the tag team person, because Carlito ain't doing jack, and he needs to do something.
He ain't doing it. And he left JD in the ring, and he was eating the apple. Hell. Like JD got destroyed by Rhea and the Priest.
No, that was the point, because JD was the only one that chose to stay. He was supposed to leave with everybody else. He let him stay and get his behind. That was like literally, like if you looked at it, everyone else scamped, but he
everybody gone
and get whacked, and he was trying to keep on punching down Damian Priest. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why didn't you left with the rest of them? You idiot.
And Carlito was eating that goddamn apple. Shit.
Hey, Carlito may be eating that apple and ducking and dodging, but he wasn't trying to do that. And that's the thing. That's another thing that a lot of people were saying. Because I remember, I don't know if you know this channel, but his channel is called Wrestling Juice. Because he was reacting to people's comments that made comments about how do they feel about, you know, SummerSlam or neither Monday Night Raw, right? And I was watching the video. So here's an interesting fact that when you think about it, is actually true. One of the guys, this was the very first comment that said, but the first comment said, when you really look at this story, Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest are the real heels of this whole storyline. And I'm like, oh yeah, they tell the truth. They ain't no lies told. They are really the real heels of the story. Because if you think about the group, right? When Finn was going for the world title, what was Damian Priest based? Damian Priest was right there. And what else did he have next to him? The Money in the Bank briefcase. You wasn't really looking at free friend. You were probably looking for an opportunity. And then with Rhea, you know, Rhea did Damian wrong. And it's like, even if you quote unquote bring Damian as your little love boy or your little love puppy, you didn't really care for him like that. You didn't really care for that man like that.
That was always into it about who gonna be the leader.
Right. And that was the thing, because Finn also said that this family that you quote unquote made, we wasn't supposed to have no leaders.
Right.
And so when you think about it, in a lot of cases, think about it even further too, right? When you look at the team makeup and everything, the group was more consolidated when it was Finn, JD, Dominic Mysterio, Carlito. It was more calmer amongst them. But every single time is a mixture of neither Damian Priest or neither Rhea. It's always that, like Damian Priest is looking at them and like, man, what are y'all doing? Y'all need to handle business. You know what? I should have handled this myself. And then Rhea's like, why is Carlito here? And this and that. And blah, blah, blah. On however they look. There was really no...
Still making jokes on his ass.
Right. And there was really no trust amongst them any more than they had. So when you really look at it, it was just like, this is not really... Y'all not really family. Y'all don't really care about us. So, of course, when the screw job happened, I wasn't surprised. This is why I said, yep, it's about that time. It's about that time. It's about that time.
Right.
So when it all set in motion, I'm like, Finn told no lies. Finn Balor told no lies.
Right.
They were really the villains of this, but people are the ones cheering them as the heroes.
And that's what I like about the whole story that came in full play at the end, that they kept it, you know what I'm saying? Like they kept that shit consistent. They kept it consistent. So yeah, Finn told no lies.
Yep. So when it all came crashing down, so this right here, this is just pretty funny. But the reason why I said this on a flip turn though, right? Because let's say hypothetically they don't quote unquote expand on the whole Jay versus Sami Zayn, because a lot of people have been speculating the Jay Uso in the whole mommy situation.
Yeah. I heard about that. They gonna they gonna team up with Dom and Lil.
See, you already called my matchmaking. See, look. I know a lot of people out there don't like this idea, neither do I. But hey, you gotta know this is a possibility out here. You gotta know it's a possibility, and the possibility is that now Jey Uso knows for sure that Mommy is free. He's gonna try to make them hollers. He's gonna try to make them calls.
I wonder if WWE gonna stick with that, or they gonna try to drop due to the circumstance. Now it was a rumor on, because I'm not for sure if it's a. So I'm gonna say it's a rumor we're going around that the Uso family wasn't too happy about him in the Rhea situation.
Oh no,
WWE was trying to mess up his marriage.
Yeah. No, I know that for sure. No, of course, we all heard that. Rikishi said that multiple times. I heard it. Yeah, okay. I'm just saying, like, just because they do it doesn't mean they have to do it their way. Like, God forbid, the worst to worst comes to happen is he kisses Rhea. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing right there. And I think they won't go for that. But like I said, that doesn't mean Rhea won't use Jey Uso to try to get back at Dominic. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what that is. And that's how I'm looking at that. Because let's be honest. Damian Priest and Rhea versus Dominic and Liv Morgan. Come on now. Come on, that's just too much. I mean, don't get me wrong, even with Jay, that's still too much. But even then, it's like the ceiling's a little more easier with Jay than it is with Damian Priest. Because Damian Priest, that looks like that's overkill. Wow. That's overkill. Yeah. You ain't telling me that he's just gonna get that. This is gonna be a long match. That is overkill. And so this
right. That is overkill.
Right. So as a strategic use, I'm just saying, like, on a strategic side for the story, this is what it is. Because my thing is like, granted, we can just sit here and we can just admit it straight up. Rhea never cared about Dominic. She just used him for whatever purposes, for whatever reasons, like whatever gave context. Maybe it was the context to know that he was hated by, like, he started to hate it, that everyone booing him. So reality, the only reason Rhea brung him to Judgment Day was only to use him. He was just a pawn,
right,
to keep the Judgment Day energy and maintain up. That's it. They only use him as a tool. Which, hey, that's granted. They can switch to that storyline too and make that make sense. And guess what? And Dominic can be like, I know.
Yeah, Liv Morgan had already brought it up. So. Yeah, pretty much. They already implemented in there. They just ain't elaborated on it. Yeah, that's a good story. Long telling story we got going. Shit. How you think the Wild Six did in their first matchup?
Looking back at it, I liked it. I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. One thing for sure, like always, Aaron is a very surprising case. As tall and as stiff you may think he is, he definitely can move to that. Oh, they don't make the wrestlers the same no more. Boy, they move in all different type of ways now.
Like Eric then got look like he got more cut on him than fat now.
Yeah, for sure. So it's like the way how they're. So I like how he's moving and everything. I love all the characters. I think it's sort of like a little rust factor a little bit because the Wyatts, their type of wrestling is more of an unpredictable style. So it's like, if you look at it and you just look at it for wrestling, you would think they didn't do all that great. But because of the wild and unpredictable nature, I say that they did okay for what they were doing. It could have been a little more cleaner, but sometimes you got to get some of the ring rust off and let the flow happen when it happens. So it's just the start, but I think it was solid though. I think it was solid for the startup.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was average at best. So I think they did pretty good, and it just to start. So we just pulling the match box out. We ain't even scripted yet. Just pulling the match box out. So great stories, man. Some good stories going. Shit. Triple H just really, like I said earlier, Triple H just really getting started, and he working some kinks out. Every episode ain't gonna be good, but they're gonna have something in that motherfucker you can talk about. They're gonna have
we missing one more extra talk though. The big talk of them
What's
all. Your new world heavyweight champion.
Oh, Gunther versus Randy Orton.
Oh boy.
Something that we nobody predicted that. Like, I had forgot about he over Randy Orton the match.
I mean, look. I mean, it's funny because it makes perfect sense because of the whole botch back then in the King of the Ring.
Right.
But at the same notion, it was also interesting because, well, let's say hypothetically, and as we say this very often, hypothetically, what if Randy were to win? Because that means Randy would just move would move right back to Raw because he's the world champion. This would change the whole landscape of SmackDown right now as we know it, right? But we all know that's not going to happen because, let's be honest, Gunther's going to win this. He's going to win this. Randy's.
I think. I don't think Randy Orton out of the bloodline matrix yet. So I'm really predicting that the bloodline screw him out the match.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, even without the bloodline matrix, I mean, right now, most people are going to be out of the bloodline matrix because Roman's there. So Roman has to clean up his own mess. Roman has to be the one to deal with the bloodline now that he's back. So everybody else is everybody else. But the thing that I have a very much of an issue with now more than ever for this is, okay, because this is my one thing. One, you're somewhat now, because, now the plan has changed, right? There is no Cody flipping the switch to heel and then, screwing Cody Rhodes over and then, heel turn, all that ish. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. Everyone's calling for the Randy Orton heel turn. We ain't gonna see that pop off until if neither the bloodlines are so locked up to the point that they have to start pulling triggers on everything, or that's more like gonna be until next year, which when I say next year, I mean after the whole WrestleMania fiasco is done with and over with. So, but the thing is, I do think that they will pull that trigger soon enough. I think it's all in place of how they take everything. Because right now, I'll speak on a little bit of SmackDown a little bit after, but pretty much right now, where we at right now with the whole Gunther and Randy, this is a nice situation. Why? Because I said this. Now, granted, did I predicted Randy? No, I did not, because I was looking only on Raw. But what I did predict was I did predict that Gunther was going to win. And I know you and Mr. Gamebread, Goodbread, did not see that vision. Did not see that vision like I did. But I did.
Nah. I seen it both ways. But I was like,
but you were seeing more Damian Priest though. That's the whole point.
I ain't want to go against my boy Damian Priest like that, man.
Well, too bad.
God damn it, being back again.
Too bad. But look,
don't pull the trigger too early. Shit.
The thing is,
but I understand because now that I look at it, it'll be better if Gunther walks in bash at Berlin as a champion. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yes, but the same thing though. Here's my problem with. I'll say it like this: I don't have a problem, but I do have an issue of how he had to do it though, because with Gunther winning the title the way he did, it wasn't favorable. I mean, most people, I think they graded that match a B plus, which is downright sad because honestly, that should have been an A grade match, but it got downplayed a little bit. And the reason why, in my honest visual, is because who in the right mind would do something so stupid? Roll your opponent near the ring ropes where they know all they have to do is just move their feet on the dang ring ropes. Now, granted, was Gunther moving his own feet to the ring ropes? No, but that doesn't mean that Finn wasn't going to do it. And the thing is, I'm like, this is the most stupidest thing ever. I didn't like how Gunther had to do this because for the first time in a long time, Gunther had help to win a title. As a heel, Gunther had help to win a title. That is not a good thing. That is not a good thing. I didn't like it at all because now you're smirging and downplaying who he is as a champion when it comes to fighting for it.
Yeah, because he got stuck in a Judgment Day vortex. Damn.
And so because my thing was the way how I wanted it to happen was better if he won by himself.
Right.
You know, make smurge, you know, Damian Priest the way he did. Won the title and everything else. Finn goes in there acting like he's, you know, covering Damian Priest. He's helping him out. Only then, right then and there, would he strike viciously amongst Damian Priest and make that impressive grin. Because the way how he said it, right, you won't even know when I come and strike.
Right.
But see, that should have been the way you did it the first time. The first time, like you did it the first time on, the way how he should have did it on SummerSlam. Not the way like he did it by, you know, putting the foot over the ropes, but the way of him letting Gunther win, letting Gunther kick out. Then Gunther is constantly pounding, constantly putting that sleeper hold position. And then after that, he basically the same words. Remember the same words. You won't even know when I'm going to strike. He's going to help Damian Priest. He's going to try to get him up. He's going to say, you're all right, Big Lug. You're going to write, look, it's going to be okay. You're going to get your title back. Only right then and there to strike. Bam! It would have made more sense. It would have made more sense.
Like Wesley did tonight, huh?
Exactly. All right. Oh, that's another conversation. That's another conversation. But it should have been the same. It should have been the same way. And I think him doing that would have made more sense, especially the words that he said on Monday Night Raw. That would have made a more bigger splash for connection because it's always that factor of no matter where you go, no matter where you do, no matter how you do it, I'm always going to be right there to foil your dreams. I'm going to foil your big moment with you and your new family. I'm going to foil it for you. I'm going to spoil it. So it's like that should what he should have did. That's what WWE should have wrote to keep in mind, but they didn't go with that, and that was sort of stupid. Honestly, I didn't love the fact that they had a lower Gunther right there. To be honest, I know people give that a B plus. I would give it a B now that I think about it, because personally, I didn't like that. You don't make a guy dominant for so long, and then when he finally goes for a world title, you butcher him down a peg. Like, what the world?
Right. Downplay my boy.
So yeah. But this for sure, this is gonna help him get right back to that. But him versus Randy, this is for sure gonna get him right back into that picture of dominance. And
let's hope
getting one over Randy.
I hope they have a one-on-one straight up match and he beat Randy one-on-one instead of them keeping Randy in the bloodline vortex. So
there will be no reason for the bloodline to get involved at that point.
Right. Because Roman Reigns gonna take him out of that this Friday.
Well, yeah. So it's pretty much there's no point of them even focusing on anybody else, and they wouldn't need to focus too much on Randy because what is Randy gonna do for them? So,
right.
I don't see them getting involved.
Okay, damn.
Yes.
Well, y'all, we waiting on this. Roman Reigns returning Friday, and see what he got to say. See how this shit play out. See how the interaction is with him and Cody. Mm. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
And it's wild though, man, that all these fucking title runs on the main roster is not even better than the tag team title runs on NXT. Shit. And them
What tag
boys been
teams are we
putting.
talking about?
I said
Yeah, we talking about
I said
those.
the runs, the main roster title runs hasn't been better than the not
Of course
even
not.
better
They
than
haven't
the
done
tag
it. They
titles
haven't
on
done
NXT.
nothing. Of course not. They haven't done nothing.
But them boys been putting up some shows. Like
I
them
thought they
boys
was gonna
been,
lose tonight, but apparently not.
I seen this coming. I seen it coming. Like, well, to be honest, I seen it coming the opposite way. You know what I'm saying? I thought the other guy was gonna turn on Wesley, but I didn't see Wesley turning. But I knew they were gonna lose, which was gonna cause a heel turn. Just the wrong person. But this interesting though. Now I'm interested to see where this guy takes this heel turn. He pulling the mellow, so let's see what he take the thing to.
I mean, the fact that they pull this is very interesting because where do they move Wesley from here on out? That's the real question right there. Where do they move him on from?
Right, you know he's gonna feud with his old buddies first.
Yep, and when
And
that's
then
done,
after, but after that, where did he go?
see, that's the thing.
Obafemi calling somebody out next week. I'm thinking somebody from TNA gonna show up. Who shows up though?
I know one thing. It better not be no damn Joe and Grace. No.
Joe Hendry.
It better not be no Joe Henry.
Hell nah. It been for sure better not be him. Shit, I can't even think of the top names, but Alexander. And it's another guy too. He pretty jacked up, but he ain't no top competitor.
White
Yeah.
dude.
But then again, Moose free now. Shit. Hell, Moose free. I forgot about that. He ain't got the title no more.
I don't think so. They'll send Moose. Moose is too
Nah,
much
they ain't gonna do
of their big. They're too much of it. Like Moose is up there. He's one of their big prize.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
wrestlers.
You're
He ain't
right.
gonna do
God
that.
damn it, I want to see it.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, they did send their woman champion, so why not? But
Yeah, but that was for the big title though. They ain't gonna send him for no mid-card title.
no, I know. Well, even then, it could just be for the simple fact of just fighting greatness. But I think the reason why I said they're not gonna send Moose is because the way I look at it, Moose is not that guy that needs that more TV time than he needs because he's already gravitated towards the TV so highly within his time. So he's not going to be the guy that needs that extra TV time. Because look at most of the people that have been integrated with this whole TNA WWE matchup, right?
Right.
It's been the Rascals. It's been the NXT, the TNA Knockout Champion. It's been Joe Hendry. You know, these are just the simple people that they're putting out here that are flashing to NXT with TNA. So it's like, okay, y'all not really putting anyone major, quote unquote, other than the TNA Knockouts champion.
Right.
Because other than that, everybody else is either close to a title, used to be a champion of a mid-ranger title. That's it.
Damn. We'll see, man. I can't wait to see who show the fuck up. I can't see nobody else on the NXT roster. They ran through damn near everybody. Shit. Damn. Yeah, they're gonna have to call somebody from TNA. Shit. Other than that, though, shit, man. Wrestling, it's been pretty good. You know? Been pretty good. My boy Nick Nemeth, aka BKA, Dolph Ziggler, the motherfucking champ of TNA. You know what I'm saying? Do Mustafa Ali still got the TBA title?
No, he lost that title.
Who got that bitch?
I don't know.
Damn.
All I know is he lost that title. He lost that
Because I know he went after the world title and he lost that against Dolph Ziggler or Nick Member, rather. And I was like, why the hell he going up against the heavyweight champion? And that what made me think, damn, he must have lost his damn title. I missed that shit. Damn, Mustafa, shit, you ain't hold that motherfucker long, shit. Damn. I thought they were gonna treat him like they did old girl in ROH. That motherfucker ain't dropped the title yet. I can't even think. Ember Moon. Shit. That motherfucker
That's
ain't
something I
dropped that.
checked. He had it for like a good minute though.
Yeah, he had it for a minute, but I thought they were gonna hold that bitch like Ember Moon holding that motherfucking title.
Well, well, that's the big difference. Who has the more bigger play, Amber Moon or Mustafa Ali?
I still put him as a top dog, middle card top dog.
I mean, you can say that now because he's in a place where he can be the top dog.
Damn. That's wild. God damn. But shit. TNA shit, they've been doing pretty good. I've been watching some of the highlights, not a lot, just some of it. AEW biggest match is really Morale versus Tony Storm. Besides, MJF went back heel, but they ain't making no power moves. They ain't really making no power move. They people getting injured.
Shit. What else? I heard what's the name? His girl, they broke up, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Britt Baker.
Britt Baker.
Is that Britt? Oh no, you ain't talking about Britt Baker and Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
You talking about Sasha broke up with her boyfriend?
No. I'm talking about the one you just named earlier. Well, yeah, that too, but
okay, Adam Cole and Britt Baker. Okay.
Yeah.
They've been having some issues. Yeah, I ain't got too much into the news, but hopefully I get an update on it. Yep. And Alexa Bliss coming back. I heard her return is looking sooner or later. But
yeah, your boy Game Bread talked about that earlier today.
Yeah, Good Bread talked about it. I missed the show because Freezer was on. You know, when Freezer on, I'm chilling with Freezer. So yeah, man. I watched a little bit of it, and he was saying that she made. I think he got the concept mixed up because he said Nikki Cross is Sister Abigail, but Nikki Cross is Alba the Witch. She's not Sister Abigail. She's Alba the Witch. Sister Abigail is maybe Alexa Bliss. You know what I'm saying? But he was saying take her to SmackDown, get her away from the Wyatt Six faction, and put her in the feud with Tiffany Stratton. So what you think, man? You think she gonna be in SmackDown or Raw?
So first things first, I would believe that when I would believe when the former, our good old boy Wyatt leader himself, when he passed away, so did the Sister Abigail story passed away. So I do believe the Sister Abigail part is not gonna be quote unquote intermixed. That's why a lot of people are like, is it the Wyatt Six or is it the Wyatt Sick? It's here and there. It's like one of those little potline stories of multiple things. So because of that, it's very unknown of if they will, if they don't. it's one of those. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. They can do it anytime.
Right.
But I think they bury Sister Abigail with Wyatt along the way since he passed away, because those two characters, you don't intermiss them outside of each other in most cases.
That make fucking perfect damn sense, Wiley. Goddamn. Yeah.
So from that perspective, I won't be surprised if when she comes back, she goes to SmackDown. I would believe one, it just helps SmackDown more than anything, because right now, again, SmackDown, WWE's reducing SmackDown to nothing but pure shit.
Yeah, and she'll be star power.
Yeah, it'll just be a nice element and boost, because again, female division is not that high within, women as much as I think it is, to that degree of people. It is. Let's be really clear. It is. It's just like a lot of the women there are just neither intermixed within these new faction groups, or they're in a group with more males on it, or neither. They're just standalones that don't really do nothing. They don't really shake the table of dominance within the division at all. So it's like, whatever. Like literally, because most of the women right now, you got Tiffany Stratton, you got Tegan Knox,
Tegan Knox.
Yeah, Tegan Knox. You got Piper Nimmons. You got Nia Jax. You got Naomi. I mean, sorry, Butch. You got Minchie. Yeah. You got Jay Cargill. You have Elektra Lopez. You have Chelsea Green. You have she's just an announcer. You have B-Fab. You have Bailey. You have Bianca Belair. You have Blair Davenport. You have Candice LeRae. And then that's pretty much it. I mean, when you really look at that, that's not really enough to really work around, because let's be honest, Candice LeRae and Hartwell are just average Joe Blow tag team women tag teams. You ain't really doing nothing with that. Chelsea's another one, but the fact that she's with Piper, that makes all better for her stock.
Right.
Knox hasn't been around in a good minute. Tiffany Stratton's pretty much like up there. Nia's up there, but she's up there for the simple fact that her size more than anything else. Sorry to say it. Right. Naomi hasn't done really that much of anything, especially with their own team of Belair and Jay Cargill. So Michi has been back and forth between NXT and SmackDown. So that's they slowed down her momentum, because she was going fed for a minute. They just slowed her momentum down. Pretty much. And then Elektra Lopez. Elektra Lopez is just being Elektra Lopez, because let's be honest here, she's with a group. Legado El Fantasma. So she's just more so a manager than anything else, because she's not really gunning for no title. She's not even making no waves. So with that said, Alexa Bliss going back to SmackDown, it makes more sense for her to go there, because she's well needed. She's well needed, I think, in my opinion. You need something to shake, you need something to give, and she's definitely that other eyesore that's going to help the division stay stagnant. And plus, let's be honest, if WWE is pushing for Tiffany Stratton to be the new it girl with the title, then having Alexa Bliss on the roster is just going to be more help for her anyways down the line.
Right.
So, nonetheless.
And Shots is supposed to be coming back.
True, but well, Shotzi's not going to be in. I don't know what Shotzi got. So
she gonna get lost in the shuffle again.
Apparently, because I don't even know what roster she's on.
She was on SmackDown. She left. She was going from SmackDown to NXT.
Well, okay. Well, she don't have her. Well, yeah, because they don't have her integrated on any of the main rosters. So I don't know.
Because she got injured, so she didn't even make it to the draft.
Right, but for me personally, if Shotzi does come back, and they need new of a power play, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Send Shotzi to Raw. I think it's just that time. I think you send her to Raw. You bring her with the damage control. You add that to the the rest of the agent pack. Just make an Asian faction group, like an Asian female faction
Hell
group.
no. And she better not come back and fuck up damage control.
She can't fuck it up any more worse than what's the name's been doing it so far with that dang injuries.
Man,
And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you, it would actually be way more better. Let me tell you why I say this, because I'll say this.
Why you say that?
Let's say Shotzi come back, right? Shotzi come back, she helps them out. Okay, boom. Now what's the name is feeling it's just sort of mad because like she feels like she's been replaced. And then guess what? She screws over damage control by joining up with what's the name? I could be forgetting. I don't remember all these names, but Sonya Deville. She joined up with Sonya Deville and the rest of them, and then voila. And then now that's a new team right there. You add her in the mix with Sonya Deville and stuff after betraying damage control because she felt betrayed by damage control.
Dakota Kai wouldn't even look like she fit in that manly group.
You wouldn't think? Oh, please.
Yeah,
I think she would fit. I think she would fit right in first. I mean, I'm sorry, but Dakota Kai, you can't even sell Dakota Kai any other way at this point, in my honest opinion. Like, Dakota Kai is written with heel wrapped around the table, like, in every way and shape and form.
Damn.
I'm just being honest.
Gonna put it with the lesbians, goddamn. Well, that's what they call them on. That's what they call it on Facebook, online. They call them the lesbians.
Wow, y'all got no filter.
Right, these motherfuckers crazy. They be doing the scissors instead of the shield. Ball your fist, put them in the middle. They do the scissors.
No, oh damn, yeah. No wonder why they call them lesbians.
Hey, them motherfuckers.
No wonder why they call y'all the lesbians.
You know, online is no motherfucking filter. You know what I'm saying? They undefeated online.
Oh yeah, they undefeated for sure. For sure.
I tell you, boy. Well, yeah, man. We just waiting on Friday though. See what happens. Come back in with the weekly wrestling review. I might have to do that shit Sunday night. Shit. I think if I start doing it Sunday night, I won't have to worry about trying to cover it Monday morning. And the weekly wrestling review, when we do the 10 topics and we elaborate on 10 topics or the storylines or just a character, we elaborate on it. We talk about it and go from there. But yeah, we did some good. That was some good coverage though, man. But I was just planning on hitting this thing for a little hour. We're an hour 17 minutes in. So everybody new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? You're new to the channel. I'm telling you right now.
But I am telling you right now.
Hit that subscribe button. And make sure you push the goddamn like button.
Push the button. Come on, push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
You heard what she said. Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn like button. You know what I'm saying? But why? Before we get out of here, man, any final thoughts?
Oh man. Let's wait and see what happens on SmackDown. Let's see what happens, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
These are just getting
all right, peoples. We'll see y'all Friday night for the SmackDown review. Hopefully I'll be feeling good and like a brother out of energy or something. I don't know if it's the sun doing it or nigga my age. But now I just think I just need to eat more healthier. I think that's the problem. Need to eat more green food, salads and shit. Talk to my boy Next Level about some of these salads he be whipping up. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, people, you know, we'll catch y'all Friday night for the Friday Night SmackDown review. Make sure you got your notification turned on just in case I go a little later. And I'll be the main event. And I'll catch you all in the next main event. Peace.
He was a normal man who heard voices in his head. He was a normal man who ran from his demons. He was a normal man that couldn't escape the darkness. Till one day, he was left to die. He then would rise again. He then would embrace the voices. He slayed his demons and he conquered the darkness.